Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Actors Are Born. Today, get ready to step into the ring with us because we're going to tell you the story of a true legend, an icon of tenacity and determination, the one and only Sylvester Stallone, a man who taught us never to give up, just like his most famous alter ego. Are you ready? Then let the bell ring.
Do you think Sly's life has always been all glitter and red carpets? Wrong. His is a story of struggle from day one, literally. Born on July 6, 1946 in New York City, in the legendary Hell's Kitchen neighborhood, and with a name like that, he could only be a fighter, he had a challenging childhood. Due to a minor accident during childbirth, he suffered an injury that left the left side of his face partially paralyzed. That slightly crooked mouth and his way of speaking, which are his trademark today, initially caused him a lot of problems and teasing. But like a true tough guy, he turned a weakness into an incredible strength.
And the difficulties didn't end there. Before becoming a global star, he did the most unthinkable jobs, cleaning lion cages and working as a movie usher. He even spent 3 weeks sleeping at a bus station because he didn't have a roof over his head. Penniless, homeless, but with a gigantic dream in his heart. And by his side, a faithful friend, his beloved dog, Butkus. Their story is so moving, it deserves its own movie. Having reached a point of desperation, Sly had to sell his Butkus for a meager $40 just to be able to eat. But hold on tight, because the best part is coming now. As soon as he sold the Rocky screenplay, the very first thing he did was go back to that person and buy his dog back. And do you know for how much? For $15,000. A crazy story of love and loyalty that tells us everything about this man. And of course, Butkus became a star, acting in the first 2 Rocky films.
And speaking of Rocky, my goodness, what a saga! A film that changed the history of cinema, written in a single burst by Stallone in just 3 days after watching a boxing match. The producers wanted a big star, but Sly insisted, "I am Rocky." And he had every reason to. The film won 3 Oscars, including Best Picture, and launched him directly into the pantheon of Hollywood. A fun fact? The scene of the run up the steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Art has become so legendary that those stairs are now known worldwide as the Rocky Steps.
But Stallone is not just the boxer with a heart of gold. He is also John Rambo, the tormented Vietnam veteran who defined an entire generation of action films. A complex character, much more than a simple war machine. To think that in the first film, the iconic jacket he wears was found by chance by the crew, and Stallone kept it as a souvenir. And he didn't spare himself during filming. He even broke some ribs in a scene where he jumped off a cliff, but he kept shooting as if nothing had happened. A real tough guy.
His career is an anthology of iconic roles. In Fist, inspired by the figure of Union leader Jimmy Hoffa, he gives us a powerful performance as a workers' leader fighting for their rights. Then, he kept us on the edge of our seats in Lockup, where he plays Frank Leone, a model inmate persecuted by a sadistic and vengeful prison warden. And how can we forget the explosive pairing with Kurt Russell in Tango and Cash, the epitome of the 80s buddy cop movie with 2 polar opposite cops forced to team up. The role of Cash was initially intended for Patrick Swayze, but luckily it turned out this way. Stallone himself has said he would do a sequel in a heartbeat.
He made us hold our breath in Daylight, where he plays a former head of emergency medical services who rushes into a collapsed tunnel to save the survivors. Stallone also accepted the part to overcome his claustrophobia. And then the transformation. In Copland, having gained almost 40 pounds, he showed us all his dramatic depth. He played a disillusioned and nearly deaf sheriff, holding his own against giants like Robert De Niro, Harvey Keitel, and Ray Liotta. An incredible performance.
And when you thought he had done it all, what does he do? He gathers all the legends of action movies into one film, The Expendables. A dream come true for every fan, with a cast that includes Jason Statham, Jet Li, and cameos by Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bruce Willis. For the filming of the second chapter, the production even built and then donated a bridge in Bulgaria, which is still in use today.
And it's not over. Sly even entered the Marvel Universe with Guardians of the Galaxy, playing Stakar Ogord, aka Starhawk, one of the original members of the Guardians, a role that could have even more space in the future. And at over 70, what does he do? He throws himself headlong into the world of TV series with Tulsa King. He plays Dwight the General Manfredi, a mafia boss who, after 25 years in prison, is exiled to Oklahoma. The series, created by Taylor Sheridan, the same creator of Yellowstone, has been a resounding success and has already been renewed. Stallone actively contributed with his humor, making his character powerful and self-deprecating.
But the best thing about Sly, behind the muscles and the tough guy look, is his incredible sense of humor. He is a master of self-deprecation, always ready to joke about his roles and himself. He once said, "I'm not the richest, smartest, or best-looking actor in the world, but I'm damn good at dodging punches." And how can you argue with that?
And so ends our journey into the world of Sylvester Stallone, a man who started from nothing and built an empire, a true underdog who made it against all odds, an inspiration to us all, living proof that if you have a dream and fight for it with all your might, you can truly touch the sky. Thanks for being with us on Actors Are Born. See you next time with another incredible story.